Good evening and welcome to Sunset News. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, sports, and so much more. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, in a turn of sad events, the body of 24-year-old Shihama Matthews, a student from the University of Namibia who was reported missing last week, was discovered washed ashore in Walvis Bay earlier yesterday. The discovery was made by passers-by at around 1:30 p.m. behind the Navy base at Independence Beach. Family members positively identified the body as that of the missing student, bringing a tragic end to the search for the young man who disappeared on the 27th of July. Matthews was last seen at his girlfriend's house in Walvis Bay, where he was allegedly assaulted by several young men. 5 suspects were arrested and appeared in court last week. Their case was postponed until the 22nd of August, and they remain in custody without bail. The police have opened a new investigation into the circumstances surrounding Matthew's death. A post-mortem examination will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death. Miriam Jewel, the cousin of Matthews Shihama, whose body was found yesterday after he was missing for more than a week, shares that a community prayer session will be hosted at Independence Beach later today. Let's take a look.
Really hard process. We didn't sleep day and night. We have been searching for him since the Sunday when the mother told us that no, she couldn't get hold of her son, which is something that he usually doesn't do. It was really hard for us. But since Sunday we have been calling, and Monday when she told us she got the phone, and then we got the information that no, he was assaulted. We started searching for him since that Monday. We never slept till yesterday, where we came to find out about the body that was found at the beach. That's the most. Some of us couldn't even sleep at all. So it's still hard because we expected him to be alive at that time. That was our hope. Basically, just for him to graduate and take care of his mom, since he was going to be the breadwinner for the family. And he was the only one that made it through university from the mother's siblings. So that was our hope, for him to graduate and get a job and have a better future for his siblings as well.
There's a prayer vigil tonight. Please tell us a bit about it.
The prayer is in memory of Nekundi, Matthew. It's taking place at the beach behind the Navy where the body was found, 16:30. It was supposed to be hosted at home, but due to space, we are moving it to where the body was located.
Getting into our next story, the Namibian reports that unions and politicians say ill-disciplined children in schools are becoming an increasing headache for teachers. 2 teachers recently came under fire for administering corporal punishment at their respective schools. Teachers Union of Namibia's Secretary General Mahongora Kavihuha and Popular Democratic Movement parliamentarian Elma Dienda yesterday in the parliament said teachers cannot physically punish ill-disciplined children, as this is against the law. The Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, on the other hand, says teachers should lodge complaints against such pupils with their heads of departments instead. TUN, however, says its members' complaints are never addressed. Dienda asked Deputy Minister of Education, Arts and Culture, Faustina Calais, what exactly corporal punishment involves. This is after a teacher at Hashiana Primary School at Ongwediva was found guilty of corporal punishment by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture after forcing a grade 7 child to carry a chair for over an hour. Although the incident happened in 2021, Petrus Ndeulita was sentenced and dismissed from the school last week. Still on the topic of school learners, the New Era reports that learners from the surrounding villages at Oshikango are reportedly dropping out of school and skipping lessons, turning to Ngungula, the booming fuel smuggling business. The aim is to generate income and sustain their families' livelihoods. Gungula is derived from the word okungula, which is an Oshwambo term for trotting or running steadily. This is about the actual activity that takes place during the fuel transaction between Angolans and their Namibian customers. Sellers emerge trotting from specific points in the bush with their containers of fuel when they spot potential customers. Their daily customers include Namibian taxi drivers and certain individuals who buy from them to resell for profit within Oshikango or beyond. The Ohangwena police spokesperson Andreas Ngiyolwa said the matter was brought to the police attention by parents after noting their absenteeism from school. Some parents have since approached the police for intervention. The police are always committed to preventing the smuggling of illegal fuel, he said. A mother who spoke to Niora blamed the situation on peer pressure. When this publication visited Oshikango last week, Angolan nationals who spoke on conditions of anonymity said police officers have become their friends. We get used to the police officers. We are like brothers. This motivates us to continue trading fuel illegally, Ngungula supplier boasted. Now, despite the efforts put in place by the police daily, the operation of illegal fuel is continuing at Oshikango. It appears to be a losing battle as the business continues uninterrupted. That concludes our top stories. On the other side of the break, Namibian Sun reporter visits the homestead of a pastor in Omusati region who allegedly raped and impregnated his 15-year-old stepdaughter. Do stay tuned for this story after the break.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our story of the day, watch as Namibian Sun reporter Tuyemo Haidula visit the homestead of a pastor at Ombongo village in Tsandi constituency in the Omusati region, who allegedly raped and impregnated his 15-year-old stepdaughter. The girl has since given birth to a now 2-month-old baby boy. The Mission Work Ministry pastor is on the run and police have requested public assistance to trace him. He is suspected to be hiding in Oshana region. Let's take a look.
Good afternoon, viewers. We are coming to you all the way from Ombogo village in Omusati region. We are at the homestead of the pastor who's been accused of allegedly raping his 15-year-old stepdaughter and impregnating her. Please do follow us. This is the Mission Work Ministry Church in Sandy Village in Omusati region, where a 30-year-old pastor allegedly raped his 15-year-old stepdaughter. This is where the pastor preaches from when his congregants are congregating to listen to him. The pastor has gone AWOL for the past couple of days, and his congregants have not heard from him, as the police in Omusati region is seeking public assistance to trace the whereabouts of this pastor. He is alleged to have raped his 15-year-old stepdaughter for a lengthy period of time at unknown time and date last year, which led to a pregnancy. The daughter now has a 2-month-old baby boy.
Truly disturbing turn of events. After the break, residents of Okahanja have expressed strong dissatisfaction with the current leadership of the town. Do stay tuned for this story.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Getting into our community talk, residents of Okahanja have expressed strong dissatisfaction with the current leadership of the town. They are calling for the removal of Mayor Beatrice Katungondo and the CEO of the municipality, Alphonse Shitombo. The residents claim that both officials are not originally from Okahanja and are demanding that Shitombo return to Omaruru and Katungondo to Mariental. They have also announced that no political rallies will be permitted in their area unless the mayor and the CEO and councillors address and implement the changes they are demanding. This decision reflects the community's growing frustration. Let's take a look.
There is no land. We are tired of this municipality. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We are still struggling with this.
Where is our food? You are stealing. You are eating our food.
Where is our
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. This is our land. We don't have water. We don't have a land. We don't have water. We don't have a land. We want land. We want land. We want land. We want land. No land. No water. No electricity.
Allow any political party to go on campaign day. We will also start our politics day. We will not allow them there. Whether it's Slobo, whether it's LBM, whether it's Orca, whether it's PDF, we will show them who we are there.
Yes.
We will show them who we are. Yes. We will show them. We will show them who we are. And these officers belong to us.
It's our office.
It's for the community. If you think it's your office, you are at the wrong place. You are at the wrong place, Papa. See how just pack your things, put on your patat, go back to Maruru.
Yes. Yes. Move back.
Moving on, in our entertainment news segment, So You Think You Are a Comedian Showdown was recently launched. Stick around for this.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. Contact events@nmh.com.na.
Getting right into our entertainment news, Alien Art Studio yesterday hosted the media launch for the Savannah So You Think You're a Comedian Showdown. The platform will see Namibia's top comedic talent compete for $50,000 Namibian and see the title of the country's funniest. The main event is set for Saturday, the 2nd of November 2024 at the Savannah Annual Namibian Comedy Festival, which will take place in Windhoek. Let's take a look.
Okay, are we going? Okay, cool. We just launched the Savannah So You Think You're a Comedian Showdown, which is actually a showdown whereby we'll be traveling to 14 regions and we'll be going to audition you guys where you are. All you need to do is register because there is a whopping $50,000 on the line. If you think you're funny, if you think you're a comedian, please register. Go to our social media pages. There is a link there, or you can just scan the QR code and upload your video, an introductory video, and we will contact you with your audition number.
According to Economic News, road construction and upgrades have created over 1,400 jobs in commerce. On the other side of the break, we expand on this.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our economic news, the Roads Authority has created a total of 1,417 jobs in the Commerce region through its construction and upgrade projects. This was revealed by the governor of the Commerce region, Laura McLeod Kashirwa, during her State of the Region address this week, where she highlighted the status of ongoing and completed projects. This includes the completed Windhoek Hosea Kutako International Airport Phase 1 upgrade to dual carriageway freeway standards, including access to Prosperity, which created 373 jobs. Windhoek Hosea Kutako International Airport Phase 1, which is the 12-kilometer southern link to the roadblock extension, is completed and it created employment for 115 people, she said. Phase 2A of the Windhoek Hosea Kutako International Airport project, which includes dual carriageway roadworks, road bridges, split-level interchanges, river bridges, and drainage structures, created 254 jobs. McLeod Kashirwa said Phase 2B, covering a new freeway between Windhoek and the airport, employed 365 people. Let's now take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.28, against the euro at 20.03, against the US dollar at 18.35. 2 Namibian dollars and 56 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold, platinum, and Brent crude oil went up while copper went down. Brent crude oil trading at 1.98%, going for $78 per barrel. After the break, we take a look at our international news.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Getting into our international news, Hamas named its Gaza leader Yahya Sinwar as successor to former political chief Ismail Haniyeh, who was assassinated in Tehran last week, the group said on Tuesday, in a move that reinforces the radical path pursued since the 7th of October attack on Israel. Sinwar, the architect of the most devastating attack on Israel in decades, has been in hiding in Gaza, defying Israeli attempts to kill him since the start of the war. The Islamic resistance movement Hamas announced the selection of Commander Yahya Sinwar as the head of the political bureau of the movement, succeeding the martyr commander Ismail Haniyeh. May Allah have mercy on him, the movement said in a brief statement. News of the appointment, which came as Israel braces for a likely attack from Iran following the killing of Haniyeh in Tehran, was greeted with a salvo of rockets from Gaza from the bands of militants still fighting Israeli troops in the besieged enclave. The appointment means that Israel needs to face Sinwar over a solution to the Gaza war, said a regional diplomat familiar with the talks brokered by Egypt and Qatar, which are aimed at bringing a halt to the fighting in Gaza and a return of 115 Israeli and foreign hostages still held in the enclave. It is a message of toughness and it is uncompromising. We now take a look at the weather predictions. The capital city can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Katima Mililo can expect a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions as well. Handys Bay can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 16 degrees Celsius, while Rehoboth can expect a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius, both with sunny weather conditions. After the break, Ari Rohat will be bringing us the latest in the world of sports.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with Olympic Games that continue in Paris. That's the 2024 Olympic Games and it will finish this coming weekend. Let's go first to skateboarding. It's a women's skateboarding event and a great achievement by Australian Arisa Thew, and she became the youngest medal winner at the 2024 Olympic Games. She's just 14 years old and she won gold in the women's skateboarding. In second position was Japan's Kokoyo Kiraki, and in the third position was from Great Britain. It was Sky Brown. She's also very young. She's just a 16-year-old, and so it was great achievement by the 14-year-old Arisa Thew of Australia, winning gold in the skateboarding for women. Moving on to the athletics track, and it is Gabrielle Thomas that won the 200 meters, and that was in the time of 21.83, the 200 meters for women. And in second position was Julian Alfred of St. Lucia. She won the 100 meters earlier, but she was second, and third was Brittany Brown of the United States. Going over to the 1500, the 1500 meter for men, it was Cole Hocker that won the title. He came in 3 minutes 27 seconds 0.65, and he beat Josh Kerr of Great Britain into second position. In the 3000 meter steeplechase for women, it was Winfred Yari that won in 8 minutes and 52 seconds, and it was Ugandan Peruth Shemutai that was in the second position. She got a silver medal, 3000 meter steeplechase. Let's go on to the soccer field. Two big semi-finals that was played in women's soccer, and it was first the USA that had to go into extra time to beat Germany by 1-0, and it was Sophie Smith that scored in extra time, so the United States through to the final. They will meet Brazil in the final. Comprehensive win for Brazil. They beat Spain by 3-0, so the final of the women's soccer will be played between the United States of America and Brazil. We continue international sports news with tennis news. The tennis is done at the Olympic Games now. It's the National Bank Open in Montreal. Most of the best players in the world, men and women, play in this tournament. On the men's side of the draw, it will be number 1 seed will be Yannick Sinner. He was injured at the Olympics, but he's number 1 seed in this tournament. Number 2 seed Alexander Zverev, and the 3rd seed is Daniil Medvedev. On the women's side of the draw, it is Coco Gauff that will be the number 1 seed, and it is Aryna Sabalenka. She's the Australian Open winner this year. She's number 2 seed, with Jessica Pegula of United States. She's the 3rd seed in that is the National Bank Open in Montreal. To close off today's international sports news, it is soccer news from the English Premier League. It's from Norwich City. They confirmed that they've signed defender Calum Doyle from Manchester City. That is on loan for the rest of the season. The English Premier League will start on the 16th of August. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
End of the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to Sunset News on this beautiful Wednesday evening. From me, Glenora Shipura. Until next time.